Welcome back to StockSmart. Now let's check out some weekly and monthly pivots here. All right. And we're going to see how they are in relation to some of these Darvis box moves, okay? Now here we're looking at BTU, that's Peabody Energy. Okay. We've got daily, and we can see weekly here. Now, for the studies that we have pulled up here today, we've got a buy the dip indicator, a squeeze indicator with a simple moving average, a super 3 setup for YouTubes. You can get that over in GitHub, and the rock bottom detector that I have worked on. And so we're applying them all together. All right. So let's go over here into our studies, and let's get rid of our PPS. And let's go for weekly and daily. Let's see. Let's see what happened to them. Strategies. And we'll go to the weekly and monthly pivots. Okay. Let's add that up here. We'll hit apply. Now, that is in the wrong spot. All right. Now let's flip over to AMC here. That is the popular one. All right. So let's zoom in here, and we can see where our S3 and R3 zones are. And let's change things around. Looks like orders. Just buy auto is all we have. And it looks like we can change our time frame. Show only today. Okay, well, sure. Show only today. All right. And let's go in here. Let's see what we've got. ThinkorSwim at Gmail. Okay. Weekly and monthly pivots. Now, this says default here, week and month. So let's just go ahead and also attach day in there. All right. And that's going to give us, and let's see if we can put 15 in there as well. All right. Now, here we are. R1, 2, 3, R1, R1, S1. Okay. And it looks like in here, there is a place where we can, use an idea that we could develop with this strategy here. All right. So let's take all of this, even though it's over here in the strategies side. All right. And we're going to throw it over into a study, because it doesn't have any orders with it. All right. Let's try that. Okay, now see what we have here? We didn't have all that over here. All we have, and now go into plots, they should be there. Okay. But now we don't have our order. All right. And we also have our 15-minute and our daily time frames. All right, so we've added those in there. Okay. So let's get rid of this one. Hit OK. And now we can jump down to the 15-minute time frame. And our daily time frame here. And it should plot. Okay. Now if we go down to the daily. Okay. And let's try and change that time frame. All right, so it still catches it. If we go up to week, it might not work. All right, that's what I expected. But if we go to 4 hour, it should. All right, so that's what is considered, I believe they chart it as a secondary time frame. So you can have a one time frame ahead of the other, but it can't be the other way around. All right, so as long as whatever, let's say your study has a time frame set to it, and you wish to, so we could take this all the way out to monthly, but if we set it to 15, it's only going to work 15 and below, it seems. So let's see here. Let's go to 1 hour. Nothing. 15-minute. No. 5-minute. And that might just be because the market's not open. Okay. Now, let's take this back out to week. Push OK. Push apply. And now we have our lines here. Now, do these lines line up with, say, a Fibonacci? Well, that's interesting, huh? All right. I mean, we could certainly find out. Let's take our little Fibonacci's here. Let's see, what do we have? Fibonacci time series, time extensions, Fibonacci retracement. Okay, Fibonacci extension. All right, we can use the extension later. All right, so let's find our low. Let's see. And go out to daily here. Go from your low. 72.62. I just had it right there. All right. And let's see how close these lines are. I mean, they're pretty close to some of those Fibonacci lines. Looks like that one hit it spot on. Of course, that's possibly a support line, that I drew. Okay, so they are close. So no, I probably drew the Fibonacci slightly off. even though I did hit the top there, so it should have charted right. But as you can see, there's a little bit of space there. So if we account for the slight, missage right there, I'd say we're probably on point. There we go. All right, so we'll get rid of that Fibonacci here. Let's cancel drawings. Let's remove those drawings. Clear drawing set. All right. Very good. And we can see that some of those pivots are good for these Darvis boxes too. So having, let's say that support and resistance, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, very helpful. All right, let's go in here and change the style to line. Oh, that only changed that one. We'd have to go through and change them all. Okay. I'm not sure why that one's like that, but okay. Now we can see when we're getting these increases and decreases. So when one starts to move up or down, okay, we see that. All right, very good. So nothing is coming up on this market sentiment list. We've been letting it chill for a while. All right, CFLT. Look at them hitting a bit of a low here. All right. And we want to see things that are hitting lows. Let's go over and check our watch list. All right, now this is the email watch list, and make sure you subscribe below. That way you can get all of that info too. All right, and we will drag this over here, plop that up there. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at some of these particular stocks. Now, I like paying attention to the ones that come in by themselves and on multiple lists. So we've got SQ, Riot, okay, looks like BJ, Oxy. So an Oxy, let's see, Spot, Zim, they're all showing up on the Accumulation Swing Index daily watch list, okay? And I've got 2 Accumulation Swing Index daily watch lists. I'm not sure why. I mean, aside from that, I made 2 of them. So we can see here that a lot of them are green. They look good. And that there's some here in the bottom. Let's see. What's that? Clean Spark, Neo, VTNR, Clove, Rocket, ChargePoint, Ocugen, ORPH, A Star, which is the new, the new SPCE SPAC, okay? Plug, STEM, Roblox, what's S? Sentinel-1, okay? Looks like Riot's here. Ear is here. Etsy's here. DCT and Memet. All right, so we get some of these levels here. Looks like this level here lines up with right around here. This level is valid. Looks like this level's valid through here. All right. Very good. So checking out that Accumulation Swing Index, all right, now let's see if I have built a, where we can reference. The Accumulation Swing Index. Now we got Accumulation, okay, And let's add these up here and see if they're... Okay, that just says length. All right. HAAC. We'll play with that later. All right, here we go. So using our weekly and monthly pivots, all right, and we've got what we're calling auto ambush. So auto plotting Fibonacci lines. Looks like we've got workhorse here on the list. All right. Very good. And it looks like we are getting a little bit of a rock bottom detection for workhorse and a bit of a red dot squeeze. Lovely. Even though we are pointing down, so watch out for that. Okay, a little bit of earnings coming up here, but overall on this weekly time chart, this would be the time to start looking to enter. Actually, right here, 628 was about your entry. All right, even though we're less than that now, let's check the daily here. You know, your entry really should have been back here, but, you know, and you would be well under your average here. A bit of a green dot squeeze. Okay. Accumulation day percent gain threshold. All right, let's get rid of our automatic Fibonacci lines. We'll get rid of that one. Okay. Now let's see how they react to range bars. You know, some Renko. Do they plot with them or not? Looks like not. Doesn't catch it. Okay. All right, get rid of that. All right. And we try to find these signals right here, and these are very important. As we can see, they happen after we hit rock bottom. Things start to trend up. We get a big move. All right. F sell. Now, the past few weeks have been very, very, very good. I'd say about the past 2 or 3 weeks have been really great in the market. All right, so right here, F sell, hitting a bottom. Let's be watching F sell, all right? Let's check it on the weekly and see if it's a valid watcher. It certainly is. Haven't quite gotten our signal to jump in yet, but we do see that we're looking for a bottom anywhere in here. I'm going to still say this is a valid point here, though, so be careful for this line. Here, we'll just draw it. There we go. And maybe I should have started from the bottom. Let's redraw that. I don't like it. Drawings. Remove. Clear. Ole. Alright, start from here. And go to here. And see if that gives us maybe a more accurate range. Maybe. Okay. See how that Fibonacci plots. All right, let's check out Lee Auto. Let's do the same thing. Put a Fibonacci there, and it looks like Lee Auto also has this, you know, trident fork forming here that really... Oh, biscuit. Now I want a line. Give us a line... Okay. So we can see these ranges here, and if we can see, these ranges really extend. I mean, they are out there. All right. Now, had we drawn this line and prepared for that particular breakout, okay, had you had this line drawn the entire time, yeah, you would have seen boop, 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 hammer, base, breakout, okay? And we can see it in our buy the dip indicator here, and we can see in the rock bottom detector here. All right. Let's check out RKT. All right, RKT's, it's getting there. They have hit a low. All right. And it looks like that's still the bottom there. So we'll start with a line all the way across the bottom. That way we can at least see that support well into our future trading. All right. Now, recognizing some of these patterns in, say, options calculators and whatnot, I've been going through and reading and studying and trying to learn them. And TD Ameritrade has a great place for that. That is the Trader Webcast Talks. Yes. I thought the name I chose was a bit of a mouthful, but okay, so we got IC, Levi, BJ, BBL, PRTA, and AN on the 10-day running or done list. Now, running or done means exactly what it sounds like. It's either on a run or it's topped out and it's done. So, either way, you can, catch some kind of move here. It could be all based on luck, And I can see that this squeeze indicator, the bottom does tend to happen. A bit of a pop, and then a pushback, and then a continuation with the trend. All right. Now, another one that showed up on our list was AMCX. And when AMCX shows up all by itself, that's not MCX, AMCX. All right. When it shows up all by itself, although I do want to look at that other one too. It looked similar. All right. So we like our low here. We like our high here. All right, now AMCX did this the other day, and had you been subscribed to our channel, you would have known about it during this candle and the pullback. So we find you would have found yourself with a good opportunity right in here, okay? We can see this good signal right here. Very good. All right, so the AMCX, and it looks like there's a couple that have similar in there. Looks like even T. Rowe Price has AMCXs in their price, ticker symbols. All right. Wow, look how split apart these are. They don't know which direction they're going for the week. They've just bing, 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 bing. All over the place. Here we go. That looks a little better. And this price dropping below this Darvis box is a bit interesting, but of course we look for our Darvis box entries, and that is one of the things I consistently search for on this channel are these signals right here where price is left behind by the lower support. Okay? Something I like to pay attention to. AutoNation. So when price is left behind with this signal, and support is well above it, we know that a new bottom has been created or a new, average price has been accepted. Okay. So that works too, whether it's lower or higher. All right. Oh, that's funny. All right, Let's check out the awesome 3 list, and we do have some things on there. Looks like new eggs on there. All right, now let's pop back over to our watch list here. All right, and we'll see many of these stocks. ENPH, that's going to be a popper. Looks like Upstart possibly. And TX looks like Levi. Okay. EAT, Pinterest. RVLV, C-Day, PayPal, Disc-K, ASON. Here's AMCX where it started showing up, and then XEC and Sale. All right. Let's see. Looks like we're down our page. We've gone through 50. All right, let's go through another page here. All right, and FCell, TCDA, Lee, Amazon, TGT, ManH, CleanSpark. All right, so many of these ones that show up by themselves are ones that we are going to want to watch, and anything that has a, let's say gamma squeeze. So let's just type in that gamma here, and we'll see what we get. I'll take caps off. Should get everything on an RSI, Ligare, Gamma watch list. Let's go back. And that might not work. RSI, Gamma. Try using sender data. That's all right. That just means nothing recently has showed up on that particular watch list. Or when I decide there's a ticker symbol I want to hone in on, like AMCX, I can type that in and go in and see when it showed up on the Kapok weekly list, which was July 3rd, giving you well in advance. And when it showed up on the RSI or the 4-way STC, weekday, 4-hour, 1-hour. Okay. Very good. And we were looking for the accumulation. The accumulation distribution here. Okay. So let's just see what that watch list is based on. So come in, and anything. Seems like if you use an option in a scan, it throws a little green dot on there, see? Once you throw delta in there. All right, so, but for the accumulation swing index, we're looking for the ASI crosses above the 0 line, okay? Now, let's type in ASI. Yeah, we don't get it. Okay. Let's type in swing. All right. We got swing index, accumulation swing index, and then we've got the Bollinger trigger that I've developed over there. All right. So our accumulation swing index looks like we want to know when it gets above the 0 line. We want to know about it on the daily and the weekly, I would want to say, okay? Or maybe we want to know when it drops below the swing index, okay? And check out the daily here, and we can go all the way back or very close to it. Looks like it happens right around here where we hit our low. AutoNation. I can't go back any more than that. Let's try that. All right, here we go. So we can see when we hit our low, we're well under our swing index, but that was the bottom, and we started to trend back up. All right, we looked for crossing above 0 on the swing index. All right, kind of means that we might have missed half of our move almost, but not necessarily. Now this rejection 7.7 on the swing index. Okay, Confluent Inc. And so we'll go over here and check the weekly swing index. Now that's DOX, CXM, CCXI, which started showing up last week on all of my lists. And it looks like there is a low through here. All right, let's just do a little charting on this one. Even though, yeah, I don't really like it. And it looks like there's a line right there. And from our high here, that looks like a pretty valid line through there. All right, we've got a couple support and resistances through here. So you can see how using the Darvis box can help you. All right. Big jump off here. Looks like we do have some buying pressure coming here in Chemo Century X Inc. Okay. And a little bit of a red dot squeeze. It looks like we might see something good here. All right. So these are probably those long-term lookers. This one looks like it's got plenty of room to go up. Confluent. And let's check out Doximity, which looks like it has some room to go up as well. All right. Let's draw that there. There's no reason to draw that fork. Not yet. All right. Let's see what else we can find here on our watch lists. Everybody's concerned with the squeezes, so let's find those squeeze. Squeeze. The gamma squeeze. All right. So if you're looking for something that might be having a gamma squeeze, this would be the list for you. Okay. And JP Morgan. Interesting. Check that out. That's a good buying signal on the daily. Not that it won't go lower, but it could. And we got our rock bottom detector here. And there's always a pushback before the pop. And it looks like once they cross 0, they're going to go up in price, which is why they went low and high to gain control of this entire area here. All right, so this JP Morgan market maker has a good bit of control. They were able to make that happen. All right, and with that control in hand, it looks like we are looking at a slight pushback in price overall on the weekly charts. Okay, so this double doji says that we're probably going to drop off a little bit in price as this continues to trend down. But as long as we don't cross below 0, then it's not quite definite yet. So let's see if we start getting cross below 0 and some red histograms here. If not, we could just pull back to this support and continue our trend on up as it has in the past. Okay. Very good. As you can see, the weekly here, it's just been a very, very long trend. All right. Looks like Bumble's back up in it. All right. Now, I talked about Bumble when it hit those absolute lows, so make sure you subscribe. It's worth it. And, of course, help someone out, do a good turn daily, all that stuff. And we'll try this one, market forecast. And this gives us CLF, ASLN, AMC, and SPCE. And that is market forecast bearish. Okay. Not the best look there. And we'll go for our ADX crossing 30, and that's Apple, C, AMD, and PBR. Okay. That could very well be the bottom and the reverse of the trend. Okay. Be watching PBR. Not sure what PBR's volume is. And, of course, AMD is always a looker, too. All right. I think we'll cut it off there. Thanks for watching. I think on this next episode, I'm going to possibly introduce something I found in a GitHub repository. So that'll be fun. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know exactly what it is. But it has to do with Python. All right. I will catch you in the next